You must know your Cinderella story. You have to be very clear on your story. And if you've ever heard me pitch, you know I always set a scene in the audience's mind of where I want them to go. So when I start off by pitching Curvy Girls, I always start off with Valentine's Day. Why? Because everybody has this idea of what Valentine's Day, especially women. They know it's about flowers, candy, sexy lingerie. So do curvy women. We think the same thing. We want the same thing. I would set the scene and then I would talk about, the challenges that the pain and the challenges that women my size have faced in trying to find lingerie in our size. Oftentimes we're ignored, dismissed, or we feel like we don't matter. And I wanted to create a company where you do matter. And since there was so many of us in this market, I definitely wanted to make sure my statistics were right. How did I do that? I knew and I studied my target market. How did I do that? Sitting up in the library, meeting them on street corners, going to coffee shops, going to places where my target market is and asking them real questions and making sure that they were going to be my first customers. So number one, you have to be a great storyteller and it has to be an emotionally compelling story. Number two, you have to set a scene in the audience's mind of where you want them to go. Number three, you have to know and study your audience. Who are you pitching to and why? What is their background? What do they bring to the table? Are they financial or are they general? Do they love a great story or do they love statistics? You have to know these things in advance. You have to go big or go home.